to the women community, to the girlies who actually voted for Trump, to the girlies who are, pro-Trump, go yourself. Literally, go yourself, bitch. I hope you find yourself in a situation where you can't get out of it anymore because you voted for a man that wouldn't even shake hands with a woman. And that's all I have to say to you.
Emotional, damn it.
I'm wearing my finest tuxedo t-shirt so that I can formally allow the victory laps to continue.
So the news came out that Donald Trump won the presidency again.
It's crazy place.
All you mother that voted for him, y'all make me sick. Beta!
Who's the president of the United States?
The U.S. president is Donald Trump.
Yeah! If you voted for Trump, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't come near me. Don't come near my friends.
I just don't understand why we can't have a female president. Like, why not?
She didn't win, honey.
Like, how much more qualified and intelligent and, like, perfect for the position do we have to be?
Way more intelligent and way more qualified.
Does it make you feel good that about 90% of all the black folks here in the country feel like their civil rights are in danger? Does that make you happy?
Beta!
Probably. Guys, they just called it. They just called it for Pennsylvania, Charlie. It has been called. Fox just called. Reporting it. Let's go, baby!
Charlie, what is the number?
What
is the number?
Is that it? Happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment.
Just like everyone started dancing.
Just in case.
Oh my goodness, that almost has me in tears. It just takes me back to that moment. You guys don't even know. I guess you do know, but my heart, just everything, just all the hard work, all the prayers, just after they tried to erase him from the planet, just seeing everything come together and things being too big to rig. It was such a beautiful moment.
So this is for the people who are laughing at liberals right now, who think it is hilarious to see us devastated by the results of this election. I just want you to understand that the pain that you're seeing isn't about our candidate or our party losing. It's about America losing. It's about us losing our freedoms, our rule of law, our place in the world order, losing the moral high ground of a good and decent nation. We are upset because we know that the foundational pillars of American society, the ones we all count on, like liberty and justice and truth, are all going to be gone under this next administration. And it's possible we never get them back.
I'm terrified.
Really?
I was in the Army. I know what kind of power a president holds. I know how it affects our troops. I know how it affects the families of the troops. We can't talk about politics, in that uniform. Right. And that takes away, that's one of the rights that we gave up when we signed the dotted line. It scares me just a little bit just because of the things that I know and the things that I've experienced. I just say that we're just going to have to pray.
You think that's the main thing that takes a hit when somebody like that is in office, or is it more so like the divide amongst the people feeling like those old slave owners and those old people that was doing those things, are they back confident again type shit? I ain't never went in a white neighborhood and they was like, yeah, we're back. Like, I never got that vibe. Like, them niggas still kind of hiding in their shell. They were shut.
A lot of people talk about that Project 2025. I don't like the plan. And then they talked about, for the police officers, the immunity.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Now that's wild. Now that's wild work. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that's gonna pass either, though. That's his plan.
That was a whole lot of ignorance in a very short stretch of time.
Hey girlies, so just so you know, IUDs will last throughout the entirety of his presidency. So if you want to have somewhat of a choice over your body, you should probably go get one.
So when you're done being excited about owning the libs, there's going to come a time where you realize that voting for a criminal, surrounded by criminals, supported by self-serving oligarchs and calculated foreign adversaries was a bad idea. And as they dismantle our government and our healthcare and our social safety nets, as our national security and food sources are compromised, as our environment and justice system are abandoned, you're going to understand it wasn't just us woke losers who lost. It was you and your people and your friends and your children. So maybe just consider giving us just a tiny bit of grace as we come to terms with the horrible world you chose for us, and we try to find a way to help the people who are going to suffer most and figure out a way to fight back.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not.
That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks.
Yep.
But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing.
He won Pennsylvania. He won. I told you. I told you.
Phenomenon in 2016 and 2020.
He's going crazy, y'all. He going crazy, crashing out.
I told you.
Who reporting it, bro? Hold on. Calm down. Who reporting it? I don't see it nowhere.
He won.
You may get there, and any idea?
It's over.
I don't see it.
Bro, go to the decision desk. He won.
Yeah, it's just a decision desk.
Bro, it's official. It's done. He won.
They've been watching these
he won
all night as John King has been going back and forth on the magic wall, but they themselves obviously were waiting to see, were there any surprises in store? They were watching closely the gut check of North Carolina and Georgia, obviously.
And if they just say Trump bad, Democrats virtuous, they're going to keep losing, because this, again, is so widespread. This is not about just Donald Trump. This is about the Democratic Party and being radically disconnected from the rest of the country. Look at the map.
Because I know a fair amount of you are going to eventually come over to our way of thinking, because the incompetence and the corruption and the suffering are going to be so evident you won't be able to miss it. But we have to make sure that by then it's not too late and we can still work together to do something about this. So just understand that we're sad right now because we know we were telling you the truth and we are just so heartbroken that you preferred the lies.
Didn't win. He won for fun. He won the electoral. He won the popular vote. He got more votes than last time he was president. Just a total ringing endorsement for the Republicans and Donald Trump, and an indictment against the Democrats. And that's really this rant. A lot of people are asking, like, how did Trump get more votes than he got last time? Well, here's the answer. Because people like myself, independents or moderates, the Democrats gave us no choice. The Democrats gave us no choice. That was the worst campaign, and their pure arrogance and their moral superiority have driven people away. If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're garbage. Enough. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's racists in the party, just like there's crazy people and assholes and racists in the Democratic Party, all right? But millions and millions and millions and millions of people vote for Trump. He won clear, he won decisive. So when you call us that, and when you say that, you're calling the majority of the country. I don't think you get the words of what that means. You are alienating all this middle ground people by acting like you're better than us, smarter than us, and frankly, insulting our intelligence. Trump's the threat to democracy. That was the entire Democratic campaign. It wasn't about policy, because everyone knew we want change. We're not how to happy with the borders, the Middle East, the economy, inflation. And Kamala consistently said she was no different than Joe Biden, wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden, last person in the room. Her pitch to the people was Trump is bad, he's a dictator. Again, we're not stupid. The Democrats were the one who were saying Joe Biden was mentally fit for 2 years when he was a vegetable and couldn't even make it off stage from giving a speech. And the Democrats would lie to our face and say the videos were edited, altered. They weren't. Then, after the primary is over, they stage a coup, get rid of Joe, put in Kamala, and suddenly she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Same woman who ran for president got 0 votes. Same woman who can't even answer a question how she's different from Biden. Ran one of the worst campaigns I've ever seen. Just strictly, her entire campaign was fear-mongering. What will Trump as a dictator? It'll be the end of democracy. It's garbage. It's garbage. The people pulling the strings in the Democratic Party, get rid of them. They've lost the plot.
Look, I wasn't going to sleep, but do y'all see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What is going on, Trump 2024? I wasn't going to sleep until I see it, And look what I see. Look what I see. It is over. He flipped the world red. It is over. He flipped the world red. Trump 24.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And please, oh please subscribe, because I have recently switched this over to a political channel, so I'm dropping a whole bunch of subscribers. So I need you. I need you so much. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie.
If you're confused on why people are so angry and heartbroken